Oh yes, of course, 100% Triple B best boxing channel. Of course, subscribe and donate monies to channel. Link in the description. Yakuyu. Yes, what up? Triple B base boxing basement. As recommended by Time Booth. uh, you know what? Please please hit the like button as much as you can. Like, because you know the algorithm and the haters. It puts up some defense against the algorithm because I've been shadow banned so badly. Anyway, yeah, and subscribe if you like the content of this video. So, Usyk, yeah, Usyk and Tyson. So Usyk is still kind of insisting the 23rd has to happen now, even before the joke of a fight between Ngubu and Fury. I don't think anyone, if you look at the forums, any serious box fans thought that the fight would happen on the 23rd. It was just too soon. And obviously there's always the potential of a cut. I mean, and injuries. I mean, Tyson had a little bruise and a tiny cut. It's nothing, man. He could easily do the 23rd. I mean, guys like Ray Robinson used to fight. I think he defended his title against Randolph Turpin. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's randomly picked out. Sugar Ray Robinson, right? Okay, you can say it's middleweight. Oh, times are different. Whatever, right? So, you look at Ray Robinson. So on the 14th, the 14th of February, what's that, Valentine's Day, right? Massacre. He stopped Jake LaMotta for the world middleweight title, right? Yeah. And then he fought Randolph Turpin 5 months afterwards, less than 5 months afterwards. However, in between that, yeah, he fought 8 times in 5 months. 8 times in 5 months in non-title fights. He fought a guy called Cyril Delanoy, I should say. Probably, he's French, I imagine. 9 days before he fought Turpin in a different country. And then after he fought Turpin, he rematched him 61 days later. Yeah? So what do you think about that? Come on, man. Come on. And people are saying, oh, you know, Tyson Fury can't fight 2 months afterwards. You know, it's a joke, man. He needs to get his fat ass in shape. That's for damn sure. Yeah? Now, Usyk is saying, look, he signed a contract 23rd. He's got to fight at 23rd. I mean, is he trying to pressure him? I mean, yeah? Warren's obviously, oh no, Tyson can't be going into a camp after a tough fight like that. That's 8 weeks away. No. Yeah. Ray Robinson, after a tough fight with Turpin, which was 15 rounds against a world-class opponent that he lost, was back in the ring 61 days later. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, that 61 days is about the same, right? 8 weeks, right? So, come on, man. Oh, we need to have a bit of time to himself, his body, get back into shape, let it heal. You mean get into shape, the fat bugger? He needs to get into camp. It will be on early next year, insists Warren. Yeah, because he freaked out how bad Tyson Fury looked. And he knows he didn't do a proper camp, yeah? But, you know, Usyk won't budge. No, man. You know, take the fight on 23rd. Otherwise, let him vacate his title. Then he can take his rest. And I agree with that. It's been a year. If you can't, you know, by the time he organises a fight, let's say even if he does do January against Usyk, which it won't be, you know, if he can't fight on the 23rd, it reckons he can't fight on the 23rd of December, how's he going to fight in January? It'll be like 3 or 4 months down the road. As everyone said, as the Triple B said, as everyone who knows boxing said, there's no way it'll happen in December. It'll be a few months, several months afterwards, in the new year, if at all. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it doesn't surprise anyone, and I think he should be stripped. I usually don't like the idea of stripping people because you know them alphabet organisations love to strip someone, you know, just so they can make more money or you know back some promoter's fighter and they've been bribed to back probably, right? But in this case, so Fury won't have defended the title for over a year, which he also defended against a completely undeserving bum called Chisora, who's a British journeyman, you know, let's be honest here. He's a journeyman at the top level. How many losses he got? Close to 15, you know. I mean, and I think he should very well be stripped. And Usyk and someone else should fight for the vacant title. I mean, realistically, that's what we'd like. Obviously, it's not going to happen. Usyk is not rated in the WBC rankings because he's a titleist with all the other major championship bodies, right? And, you know, wherever there's money, it can be made. But in this case, I pretty much clear the WBC would put their top two guys, who are Deontay Wilder and J. Anthony Joshua. I don't actually have a problem with that. You know, for the WBC vacant title, that's a decent fight. They're both coming off wins. They both knocked out the Viking warrior. What's his name? The Nordic warrior, Hellenius. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's a good fight. Everyone wants to see it. Strip Tyson Fury, put Wilder and Joshua in for the vacant title. The winner of that, for goodness sake, face Usyk, right? And those are good fights, right? And there's no reason with the money being around that can't be made. Joshua talks about fighting Wilder all the time, but he never seems to. He's scared of Wilder. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Yeah. And you know, I don't know, eventually, you know, as I said, Eddie Hearn's going to have to cash in and gauge it anyway. Yeah. So why not take the risk? If he beats Wilder, he fights Wilder. That's a massive fight, a lot of money. If he wins, and it's possible, I would always favour Wilder in that fight, and I have done ever since it was talked about like 5 years ago. I would or more, right, or more, because I think Joshua's especially now gun shy and can't take a shot. But you know, it's not impossible that Joshua wouldn't win. He still hits hard. Wilder might be, you know, completely shot. Maybe he's overrated anyway. So yeah, we need to strip Tyson Fury. Now, I'm not saying if he doesn't fight on the 23rd, right? Let's say, but there needs to come to an agreement. An agreement needs to be made. Right, we are definitely fighting Usyk. I mean, an agreement. I mean, location, date, contract signed, yeah, and press conference done and dusted. Yeah, for early next year. And then, fair enough. Fair enough. Don't strip him. But if not, strip him. And let him announce it for the end of the year, man. Let him announce it. It's like, we're now what? About November tomorrow. So, you know, you got a couple of months. You got to get the negotiations restarted. I mean, apparently the contract's signed. So what is there to negotiate? Nothing. Nothing to negotiate. Just agree on a date. That's it. Announce it, and then Fury should hold on to his title. Otherwise, strip him. He doesn't deserve to have that title. Having one fight against a non-boxer and looking awful, that's beside the point. But he's not defending the title for it will be. By the end of December, it will be over a year. Okay. You know, from Usyk's side, will Usyk be like? Will Usyk say, look, you know, he's trying to push hard, trying to be hard because he wants to fight. He's like 23rd or nothing, right? Is he being serious? Well, I think Usyk would take a date in January or February as long as it was announced soon. He's been messed around too much. I mean, if you Krasyuk, right, who is you know, the manager of Alexander Usyk, is saying there will be legal consequences if it doesn't go on the 23rd, right? But you know, people throw that around. You know, they try and freak the other side into signing. They would never have a legal contract, right? They would never waste all that money. Huh? It's a rich man's game, yeah? And when you got two rich men going against each other, it's going to be a lot of money, and nothing will be really sorted. I mean, what? You know, especially something as complex as boxing. Yeah, I mean that won't happen. He's just trying to show how serious he is. You know, he's trying to show his teeth a little bit, right? And then insisting it's happening as well in Saudi Arabia. Whatever. I mean, it's fair enough. Like Usyk is 36, right? Usyk is 36. He needs to get on with the big fights. He's been hung out to dry. You know, he's fought Dubum. There was no match for him, despite the fake knockdown story issue. Right? He needs to fight. He's been messed around. It's not fair on Usyk. Everyone can see that, right? Right. But I mean, let's see what it all develops. I mean, like I said, you know, all these threats and this, that. I mean, Usyk. There's never going to be any legal action to force Tyson to fight. You know, Usyk could just go his own way and fight Ergovich and all that, but there's never be the same money that there's against Tyson. He knows that, and he needs that. Wants that retirement money, and he deserves it as well. Right, but basically, Right? As far as I'm concerned, what should happen? What should happen? Boxing. What should happen never happens. But Tyson, if he doesn't sign by the end of the year to a new date, if he doesn't agree to the 23rd, that would be super. That's never going to happen. You can see Warren just doesn't want it. He knows. You know all that Tyson Fury was in a hard fight. Not really. He got put over, right? But he didn't do much in the fight. It was only a 10-rounder. Like I said, Ray Robinson, after a 15-rounder, came out for another 15-rounder against a top fighter 61 days after. You know? And Fury didn't train for that fight anyway, so now he should put his back into training. And just, you know, okay, fine. I'll be fine if Warren's like, fine. 23rd of December, no, but we'll do the 23rd of January or the 23rd of February or whatever. Sign that and get the fight done. Otherwise, strip Tyson, the WBC. But, you know, he's a cash cow for Tyson Fury is a cash cow for the WBC as well. So, you know, they don't want to strip one of the world's best known fighters. He's probably the best known fighter in the world now, Fury, right? So, or at least the active one. So let's you know, I don't know, man. The fight I wouldn't. It must be 100 to 1 or 50 to 1 that the fight will happen on the 23rd of December. You know, it's just not going to happen. Tyson ain't going to go back in the gym. You know, he'd have to go back immediately. There's no way. He wants to go on another binge, even though that he didn't train anyway, right? Tyson always has loads and loads of time between each fight, doesn't he? He never jumps into one fight straight after the other. He's admitted it himself. Yeah, so he's gonna want some time. So do it in February. If not, Usyk goes his way. Deontay Wilder and Gage fight for the vacant WBC title. Or maybe after that, Usyk can fight the winner of Gage Wilder, which will be a huge payday as well. So we'll see what happens, right? This is boxing. The right thing never happens. The right thing never happens. But I'm getting bored of this charade. I think I'm going to start a lawn bowls channel. Like I said before, I threatened this before. Lawn bowls seem clean, lacks PEDs. You know, it's got guys like Tony Alcock, you know, legends like that, legends of the green. Yeah, and you can play it till you're old too. So you know, what my message is: if them heavyweights don't pick up, if Tyson Fury and Warren don't pick up their ass and start organising the fight, I'm going to lawn bowls. Believe that.